Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie, aka A Wooden Butterfly, and this is my channel, Art That Heals the Soul, which is very much like me, multifaceted. So if that sounds intriguing to you, please consider subscribing and checking out the rest of my videos. And today we are going to be doing a lovely pick-a-pile, and it's going to be what you need to hear right now. So as always, the timestamps are down below in the description box. Please take a look at the piles, all three piles. Choose intuitively whichever one initially calls to you, and just follow that intuition. There will be a message waiting for you there. And of course, take whatever resonates, leave the rest. This is going to be a general reading, so there will be more than just one person gaining messages through this reading. So if you do enjoy, if you do resonate, please let me know in the comments below. It would really help me and my channel out, and I will see you guys soon. Enjoy! Alright, everyone who chose this pile number 1 with the moonstone and this Edgar Allan Poe deck, which I am really obsessed with. So let's get right into it. We're going to hear what it is that you all need to hear at this time. So I am going to just put this down. And we're going to start off with this Archaeo deck to start off with some oracles to kind of get an overall view of what will be coming up in your reading, and then we'll go into the Edgar Allan Poe. So I'm going to connect with your energies, call upon my spirit guides, and pile number 1, spirit guides, allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 1 needs to receive at this time. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages those attracted to pile number 1. What is it that they need to hear right now? Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Thank you, spirit. Okay. What does those drawn to pile number 1, what do they need to hear right now? Okay, so we got the Wanderer. Okay, that is very interesting. Right away I am getting some very powerful energy within you. I feel like there's something that you're wanting to do. There's something that you're wanting to do. I feel like you're being held back in some way, and you're kind of, with this one coming out, the strategist, you're kind of trying to figure out what it is that needs to be done in order to break free from something, in order to break free, in order to do something that you really want to do. So you're in the middle of trying to weigh out the situation. It's like maybe journaling will help to kind of get your thoughts organized and to allow yourself a chance to make a plan. Make a visual plan that you can see, so that you can weigh out the options and overcome the obstacles in order to do what it is that you really want to do. So, okay. So let's get the Edgar Allan Poe deck out. What is it that those drawn to pile number 1? What is it that they want to be doing? Let's kind of break this down a little bit. Where is it? Or what is it that needs to be done needing to observe a situation for what it is. Maybe there's something that needs to be accepted within a dynamic of a particular relationship that means very much to you. So it's something that, it's like, you know that there's something not right, and you're trying to weigh out the options and trying to understand what is it that is keeping this situation stuck. What is pile number 1 need to hear right now? Okay. We got 8 of candles. We got the 5 of candles in the reverse. See, okay, so there's like a lot of things that you're carrying. There's a lot of weight that you're carrying. I feel like it's making you not able to fly freely like you are wanting to. There's something that you're wanting to experience in this life. There's something that you're being called to do. But you are really struggling on the inside to overcome this imaginary bind that is keeping you stuck in place, if that makes sense. It's like, yes, there needs to be something that is looked at from a different perspective, because there's something that's being held onto too tightly. You're not able to break free until you complete the lessons that are being learned within this particular dynamic that you're observing. You're trying to weigh out whatever it is that you're trying to weigh out. You need to look at it for what it is. And if it isn't what it is that you want in the end, you need to allow yourself to let go, because that is what is holding you back. You're holding on to a person or a situation too tightly, and it's making you feel like you can't move forward until you figure out what is going on with that. So we had a couple more cards for you guys before I start. So Judgment. Yes, okay, wow. So here you see her holding on to something very tightly. And then here, Judgment, when you are able to let go of this situation, you see it's like you're letting go. It's the same little swirly thing holding on, but this one is just floating freely. So that to me is very symbolic. I feel like that is what is necessary in order for you to move forward. So that is what needs to be looked at, because there's something that you're wanting to do that takes a lot of courage, that you feel called to do, but you're not moving forward with it because you're held back observing or weighing out a situation from your past. And it's something that you need to look at from a different perspective, because you're holding on to it too tightly. And when you figure out what it is, when you observe and strategize and understand what, looking at the situation for what it is, you're going to make a judgment call and let go if necessary in order for you to move forward. What else does pile number 1 need to hear, Spirit? I get one more, please. 7 of Candles. Yes, so it's like, yes, you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot on your plate. It's almost like you're just like in this feeling of just like, you know what, screw it all. I'm just gonna, all the work that I've done, I just, you know, what's the point anymore? And it's because you're holding on to this thing that's keeping you bound, and you know what it is, and yet you are just holding on so tightly because of perhaps fear of abandonment, something from trauma from childhood, and you're trying to fly free, but you have all these things weighing you down. You have all these things that mean a lot to you. It's like there's things that you're holding on to, all the things that you need to do, but you're also taking on other people's things because you're the type of person that wants to help and be of service to others. But now it's becoming, overly, it's becoming too much. And you're starting to realize that. You're starting to weigh out the options. And I think that's maybe some just confirmation of that, what you needed to hear. So I'm going to get some clarifiers, and then we'll close out the reading with some oracle. So, Spirit, let me clarify and tear another layer on this subject, see what else needs to be heard or said about this situation, and what else can be done to move forward on this path that you're trying to blaze forward with. You have the essence within you, the drive within you, the inspiration, the motivation to do something, but you haven't been doing it. So, Eight of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Candles, which to me is just like, you need to revisit your priorities. You need to strategize and maybe organize, maybe write things down to organize your thoughts, and that will help you greatly. So that's just some advice to kind of break out of this subtle cycle that you're experiencing that's keeping you stuck, that's preventing you from moving forward. Clarifying this Hanged with the Six of Pentacles. So this is telling me also perhaps you're holding on to something because perhaps they give you a certain level of maybe financial stability, or there's some sort of stability or safety that is what you're actually holding on to. It's like there's a certain sense of security within this situation, and that is your downfall when it comes to breaking free, because you tend to fall back into your, into old patterns. But I do feel like with that awareness, you're more than capable of moving forward, letting go what it is that you need to let go, and facing the obstacles that meet you head on with courage, even in times of doubt. Just showing up is enough. Just showing up is enough. And the decision is ultimately up to you, for you to decide, because either way, you're going to be fine, and you know this. Either way, you're going to make it through. But there's one path that is making you feel kind of boxed in, It's keeping you feeling, you know, like you're not able to be your true authentic version of yourself. There's things that are being held back, or made you feel like you're not able to express. So you can continue down that path, which is the one that you're currently on, or you can allow yourself to trust and have faith that there's something bigger and better out there that is waiting for you, because you're feeling that tug, you're feeling that pull. You have this vision in your head. You already know what it is, where it is that you want to end up. And you're more than capable of getting there. It's just a matter of having faith and not holding on to things that are not necessarily good for you because it's safe. When you're feeling safe but you're feeling stagnant, it's time to start doing things that, you know, you don't necessarily do on a daily basis to break you out of, you know, that stagnant pattern of doing the same thing every day, not expanding, not learning new lessons, just staying safe. I mean, you can do that too, or you can break free and not be scared, or to allow yourself to be scared, but to face situations with that courage anyways, even in that feeling of uncertainty and nervousness and anxiety. So I'm going to close out the reading with these Archangel Oracle cards to hear whatever else you guys need to hear. My pal number one. Clear your space. So that right there for me is confirmation that there's something that's keeping you, like, you know, I also get some Cancerian energy. Maybe there's like a need for nurturing that you're craving. Interesting. But yes, clear your space. Archangel Jophiel, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. So that is pretty clear. And teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So right there, that is clarifying what I was just saying about staying stagnant and not learning new lessons because of it. When there's something that you're wanting to do, but maybe you're nervous because it means a lot to you. I'm just going to give an example. Like, let's say you have to give a speech, and you're so honored to be the person that was chosen to do this speech, but you are terrified, absolutely terrified of speaking in front of people. This is the perfect example of you when you're in situations, or when you're faced with situations that are out of your safety net, out of your routine, and you feel that fear within you. It's almost like that triggered, or that activation to let you know that that is exactly what it is that you need to do. And when you face that fear, when you walk through that and stay courageous and do these things that you know you don't necessarily typically do, it's going to expand your horizons, and it's going to make you feel like on top of the world. So that is awesome. I'm gonna get one more, and then that will be it for today, and then you know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So pretty straightforward oracle deck. I feel like you know, I feel like you know. So let me know. No, oh my god, let me know down below if that resonated with you guys. I would love to hear it. And if you guys enjoy this reading, please comment, like, subscribe, help me out, get this channel going a little bit. And I will see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Alright, those of you who chose pile number 2, or this other Edgar Allan Poe deck, or this awesome little multicolored crystal that I don't know the name, and move this one out of the way. So, before we get into these cards, I'm going to start off with the Archaea Oracle deck. And then we'll get into the remainder of your reading. So, I call upon my spirit guides and those drawn to pile number 2 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages those drawn to pile number 2 need to receive. Through my mind's eye, through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over, please and thank you. So, my spirit, what does those drawn to pile number 2, what is it that they need to hear right now? What is it that they need to hear right now? So we got the Magician. I feel like there's a lot of things at the tip, like you see a lot of things that can be done, and it feels like they're like just within reach, but it's like you're dancing around actually really holding on to these things. You keep dancing around certain things, and you're letting certain opportunities fall through the cracks. So that's what it is that you need to know. There's certain things that are popping up within your reality, within your 3D reality, that you need to recognize so you can break free from old patterns, old timelines. So you can metamorph into something completely new. So there's things that are coming into view within your life that you are, like maybe you've been getting some opportunities to do really cool things, but you are procrastinating or letting things just, you know, fall from your reach. And that's what needs to be heard in order for you to find grace and fall into that flow again. Alright, so what else does our pile number 2 need to hear right now? So this is very interesting. I feel like this pile is extremely connected to other realms. Maybe you guys are really spiritual or just very open-minded and you see things in a different way. I think you have the key to a lot, and you have the capabilities to a lot, and you know this about yourself, but you're letting things fall from your reach. And these are old patterns from timelines, from different timelines that you need to break free. Okay, so we got Knight of Swords. So I do feel like there's something that maybe you've just recently walked away from, and maybe that's something that needs to be looked at, that's keeping you, you know, not moving forward with opportunities that are being offered to you. you're walking away from them because maybe there's something from your past that made you feel incapable. And so that needs to be looked at so that you're able to move forward. Or pomegranate. What is our pomegranate? Yes, so I feel like there's an energy. Okay, this could be you, this could be the other person. I feel like this is the other person. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're capable of. You are very, you know, like good at everything that you do. Everything that you do, you put forth your best foot forward. You're a very hard worker. You're very well kept. You like keep yourself very like, you know, looking good at all times, and people are generally a little not insecure, just they look at you and admire you and wish they had the same qualities. So in some instances that can come across as jealousy at the extreme end. So these are just things that are popping out to me. I feel like there's a lot to be happy about. There's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot that needs to be just experienced and lived right now. And to really bloom when you are offered, especially this is underneath the Magician. I feel like when there is something that is being offered to you that makes you feel like, you know, like a burst of inspiration, or like, you know, like, oh my god, that would be really good if I did that. This is awesome. This is a great opportunity. Like, you need to just soak it in and just move forward with it. Allow yourself to just be absorbed in these opportunities and look at them as the golden tickets to getting exactly to where it is that you want to go, and forgetting about the past situations that have kept you feeling held back or kept you feeling incapable. What else? And little sidebar. Okay, so there's someone from your past that really, you know, that you had like a relationship with. I think that it's the person that made you feel incapable. And I feel like they are looking at you and watching you and seeing all, you know, like maybe you've been, you know, doing a lot of things with friends. Maybe you've been going out. Maybe you've been spending a lot of money doing things, and they see you having fun, and they're like, you know, they're keeping an eye on you. So that's just a little something to be aware of. I do feel like there's also perhaps certain people that you need to take the things that they say, take at face value, and not to take certain things personally. If things are being said that hurt you in some way. So I'm going to start clarifying to gain a little bit of a deeper understanding here. What is it that's power keys here? Clarify this Knight of Swords, please? Yeah. This person really cut you. Their words really affected you and really kept you feeling insecure at some point. But then you broke free from that, I feel. I feel like that's like your past. I feel like you broke free from that. You recognized it. You nurtured yourself. You overcame that. And now you're bringing in all these opportunities. All these things are coming into your existence. And now it's finally your time to grab hold, show grace, get these opportunities, follow through with them, face them with courage, with grace, with love, and not getting sucked back into old habits, accepting and nurturing your inner child, healing from those past wounds. There's going to be an understanding of this revelation within this dynamic. Whoever is watching you, they have learned major lessons, just as you have learned major lessons through this dynamic. And you both are going to really heal from a lot of past things that made you feel insecure. But there are people around you, maybe people that you've been hanging out with, that you need to stay just aware. Don't take everything that people say like for the truth, because everything will eventually come out and come together, and you're going to figure it out anyways. And also, something that needs to be heard, Spirit is saying to keep an eye on your finances, because there's maybe you've been overspending slightly. So that's just something that needs to be taken care of, so that you don't lose the opportunities that are in your reach. So now I'm going to close the reading with some of these Archangel Oracle cards. What does our pile number 2? Anything else I need to hear right now? Spirit, what else does pile number 2 need to hear? Okay, you are safe. So that right there, Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So that's just confirmation that you are protected. You're safe. A reminder of your true divinity, your true power, and not being afraid of a career transition. Archangel Camuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So this is perfect confirmation about the opportunities that are within your reach, that you see clearly, you see the path forward, and if you just hold on, not let go, face it with grace, you're going to merge timelines or overcome old patterns and cycles that kept you stuck. And then finally, beloved one, Archangel Camuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So I think that this person from your past has really left a big mark on you. And there's a lot of healing that is going to be experienced on both sides from this relationship. So maybe that's something that you needed to hear as confirmation, to know that you are safe. You don't have to worry, even if you know or have been feeling them, you know, watching you, or maybe they've been like messaging you like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you posting that? Or whatever the case. You can just be like, you know, I'm safe. It's not gonna move past this. I'm okay. I'm protected. And to focus on your career and to focus on holding on to those opportunities that are clearly within your reach. So that is what I have for you guys, pile number 2. Please, please, if you enjoyed this reading, it would really help the channel out and me if you just liked, commented, or subscribed, or do all 3. And if you do that, I will love you forever, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye! Alright, those drawn to pile number 3, or this black tarot deck with this selenites. So I'm going to put this right here, move this one out of the way. And before we get into these cards, I'm going to get some Archaea Oracle deck to start the reading. So, call upon my spirit guides and those drawn to pile number 3 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages those drawn to pile number 3 need to receive. Through my mind's eye, through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energy to pick up during the reading after the reading is over. I feel a lot of heat rising within my face. I feel like maybe you're under a lot of pressure. What does pile number 3 need to hear? Yes, you're feeling a lot of pressure. Like you're enduring a lot. It's making you look at it's like hard for you to look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your reflection. You're looking at yourself through a blurry lens. So this is what you need to hear. And then we have anima and animus. There's a lot of duality here. A lot of, you know, splits, like feelings, like feeling split down the middle. Maybe like, you know, one part of you wants to do one thing, the other part wants to do another. And you're just trying to find that middle ground. It's hard for you to find that middle ground. So that's what you guys need to focus on. Like, how can we find resolution within this situation? Because there's something that you are really struggling with. There's something that it's making you like, oh my god, it's like draining you. It's like part of you, like, you know, maybe like you need to do something, but it's not something that you want to do, and you're like, oh god. So you're just like split, like, you know, should I just forget about it, pretend, you know, it's not going on? But you know, you can't just not. You need to face certain situations if you're wanting to move forward. So let's get a little bit deeper here. Oh, I don't know what happened there. So like, yeah, okay, so that honestly, like, I feel like everything is, when you're doing a reading, everything kind of comes into play. Like, I feel like you've been having trouble, you know, doing things, getting things done. Maybe you have been struggling with motivation. Maybe you've been dissociative in certain situations, kind of disregarding situations, and it's making you feel very tense, withdrawn, and just blah. Like, look at this guy's face. It's just like blah. That's how I feel like you are feeling right now. What does our pile number 3 need to hear? What does our pile number 3 need to hear? What does our pile... Pile number 3. Okay. We got death. Yeah, so needing to either step off, like maybe there's certain people like playing games and you've been like getting caught up in it, getting caught up in the drama, and you need to like redirect your energies and get off that, you know, that chessboard of just drama. It's like every time you are around certain people, things just always end up happening that are like kind of just absurd, and it's making you feel very split, very uncertain. And then we got 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Yes, keep feeling stuck. And you're stuck in your mind. It's like you just keep yeah, I feel like you're very in your head. You're very in your head. You need to... Alright, so let's trying to find some solution here. Because I am feeling your frustration. I am feeling your feeling of hopelessness, of just like... but at the same time, it's like, you know, there's that duality. It's like, you know, you see this ridiculousness, this drama, and this pain, and you understand that it's like, you know, comes with a certain territory. So you kind of like accept it, but it makes you feel like spread too thin at times, because all of these things are constantly going on and you're just like, oh my god, can you guys stop for a moment? Can you guys just stop for a moment? And I feel like you need to get off that playing field. You need to redirect your energies. Stop allowing people to reel you in into their issues, into their drama. Once you see it happening, set those boundaries. That's what it is you need to hear. You need to set certain boundaries. You already know who it is that you need to set certain boundaries with, because they're bringing you a lot of drama, unnecessary drama, and it's making you stuck in your head. It's making you really spread too thin, and you're needing to set those boundaries with these certain people so that they don't continue to pull you into their BS. I know that you are, you know, connected with maybe this person, you know, they bring a lot of drama, but there's like this, you know, heart-to-heart connection. So that's hard for you to, you know, let go of. It's hard for you to maybe there's something that you feel like you dropped the ball in. Maybe it's like you are, there's something that you're like also wanting to say that you're holding back. So that's something else that you need to hear. Saying what you need to say to these certain people. Saying what you need to say to these certain people. Not being scared of saying it. I'm gonna get some clarifiers here. Holy Spirit, give us some solutions here. What can our pile number 3 do to overcome this, you know, this energy that's... But I mean, okay, so I feel like although you're like getting pulled into this, sucked into this drama. There's like, that's one part of you, but then there's that other part of you that sees, like, you know, how fun it is to be with this person, and, you know, all the cool things that come with it, and blah blah blah. Even though, you know, so like part of you, it's like down for the drama, the other part of you, it's like, oh my god, what the fuck. And it's like, you know, you keep going back and forth. So it's like part of you is looking at it in such a negative way, but the other part of you is holding not, it's like you are, you know, there's something else going on. There's like this heart-to-heart connection that you're like maybe ignoring. Maybe you're not saying things to people that you are wanting to say to get off your chest. There's something you need to get off your chest. There's something you need to get off your chest. Something you need to say. Clarify stuff for me. Alright, so we got... Wow, okay. Yeah, pouring out the things that are no longer good for you. That idea of, you know, seeing it for what it is, redirecting your energy, and, I mean, ultimately, you can continue, you know, getting sucked in, or you can set those boundaries. You can set those boundaries that, and not to overstep. Once there's boundaries set, you'll see the difference in the outcome. The outcome won't be expected. So this Five of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. There's also something about maybe, I think this was like pile number 1 too, if you guys were kind of connected to that pile number 1 as well, you might want to watch it. But I feel like there's also something to do with like holding on to this like financial stability, or maybe you're being spread too thin. Maybe somebody is taking advantage of you financially in subtle ways, but it's making you, you know, it's starting to affect you. It's starting to affect you. There's so many good things though surrounding you. It's just hard to see them right now because you are stuck. Meditation is an advice for you to clear your mind, and once you do that, you'll be able to find some clarity and find that understanding, and to clarify exactly what it is that you want to do. Because the only thing that's keeping you feeling like this, dude, is the fact that you're, you know, getting pulled in 2 different directions. This Gemini new moon that's just happening might be very significant for you as well. Lots of Gemini energy. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna do some closing cards from this Archangel Oracle deck. And these I like, they're super straightforward, and I'm just gonna give you some closing. What is it that art pile number 3? Is there something else they need to hear before we finish up? Is there something that they need to hear? Okay, we got hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So that is just a little reminder that you got lots of people looking out for you, saying hi. They got your back. Either way that you end up going, but not to be scared to spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You guys, if you guys were attracted to pile number 1, I think you guys should listen to that as well. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. If there's something that you are wanting to break free in order to do, but it's like you keep yourself stuck in this drama. And having patience is the final one. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So just like a little reminder, like things take time to evolve and to, grow, and to stop looking at yourself in this negative light. It's understandable why it is that you are feeling so spread thin, but it's all mental. It's all in your head. None of it is, it's just perceived as things holding you hostage. You're perceiving these situations as though they're holding you hostage, and yet they're not physically holding you hostage. It's just a perception. It's making you feel like you can't move forward because you're stuck in this thing, because your heart is, like being pulled in. But you need to step forward, make those boundaries, be patient and loving and understanding, even when people show their ignorance and their hate and their misconceptions and closed-mindedness. Just looking at things with loving eyes, with understanding and non-judgment. So let me know in the comments below if that resonated with you guys. I really, really would love to hear from you guys, and it would really help the channel out. So please, if you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.